Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to 10 Seconds, the podcast. I'm Rodney Tomlin today with Mike Witkowski from the Am-Pro Yamaha Team XC2 Pro Lights, first round winner. And of course, a lot of people touting to be maybe the one to beat in 2020 as we begin a new era and a new decade. And of course, a lot of changes. That was, I think, the theme in the off season. We had more changes than what we've seen probably combined over the last decade, let alone just heading into a new decade. Mike Witkowski, you making a big change for yourself this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, switching brands this off season, it was an easy switch with the whole Am-Pro Yamaha team. They obviously made it simple for me, and I think just coming in the first race, we had 2 months on the bike, and that was all we really needed. They just made me comfortable on it, and yeah, I think it showed.
So, I mean, how long had this deal been working for you? Because, I mean, I didn't know anything about that. I mean, I kind of caught wind of a few things going on, but when they announced and released Lane Michael and Mike Witkowski were the new Am-Pro Yamaha riders, I was surprised and I was stoked for both of you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this was kind of in the works toward the end of the year. I had some plans to kind of look for different options from what I was on the past 2 years, and Am-Pro was the place I wanted to be. Just called Randy and told him I wanted a shot, and he obviously gave me the shot and had faith in me, and I think he knew I could win before I even knew. So I think it was a good fit, and it's been good.
Good. So talk a little bit about that first GNCC. Well, have you been racing anything other than GNCC this year yet?
No, just kind of didn't do any racing, just all practice and just stayed under the radar, and just wanted to come in the first race, and basically just wanted to come out and win it, and luckily we did that. And
where you been doing the practicing at?
I first started in Florida with Scott Plessinger. I did some training with him for a month just in the sand, and then I came here the last month just here in Travelers Rest. I live here now, and the soil is just like Big Buck. Yeah, it's really good, and I get to ride with some good riders. String comes down, or I go ride with String here and there, and Jason Raines is close, so it's just good riding company, and it's been good.
No doubt. Sounds like it. I mean, not that you didn't have anything good before, but, I mean, the program you was with, obviously a little unknown, uneducated, they're learning and growing, but yeah, I mean, same thing for you. I was talking with Lane about it. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for you, and you mentioned, we're already talking about working with Randy Hawkins, but now we're talking, you're mentioning Scott Plessinger. Here we are, he's a 2-time champion, he's obviously got you've probably raced, well, did you get a chance to race against Aaron in any of the youth ranks or anything?
No, I was younger than Aaron. He was racing XC2 when I was in 250A.
I got you.
Before he moved to motocross.
Well, but regardless, I mean, proven he knows what's going on in the off-road. I mean,
yeah.
Did he teach you a lot in that month you got to spend with him?
Yeah, like me and Scott are on good friendship level. He's taught me quite a bit, and just his advice, just racing strategy is big, and then he just has so much knowledge. You can just soak it up and try to learn from it, and just in that little month, he puts us through like a little boot camp, so it was good.
Good. So you talk about the first race, I guess, you've had on the Yamaha. I mean, the training is one thing, but proving it yourself and everything else, I mean, that takes 3 hours at a GNCC.
Yeah, I mean, just the first race, I really noticed how well the bike really was. I knew it was good, and then just in a racing scenario, you never know. But I was just blown away and just felt comfortable for the whole 3 hours. And then just the components we run, like the Dunlop tires, were like literally hooking up everywhere, and no crashes all day. I know a lot of people it took a toll on him, and the track was gnarly and it was rough. But just suspension, the motor, from the tires, just everything was really working well, and that was something I wasn't used to. So I was just super happy with the bike. I have no complaints. So
the XC2 class, obviously, leading into this year, you've had your hands full out there, man. I mean, you've had some great results, but some hellacious battles, man, to get those results.
No, it's definitely not easy. Like the past 2 years, I've been, or I guess last year I was on the podium here and there with some second and thirds, never any wins except for yesterday. Obviously I got my first win, but there's always good battles. Even yesterday we battled half the race, and then the last, I think on lap 4, I was able to pull away when I had the chance. And I mean, you don't want to be in a battle, but there again, everyone's pushing so hard, and there's probably 4 guys that are podium threat every weekend. So you got to be on your toes every race.
Do you think? I shouldn't ask you that question. I'm not gonna ask you a question about whether you think you could have done better on a different equipment. But obviously, you do feel a lot more comfortable with this equipment. I'm going to ask you. What do you think? I mean, do you think that if you would have had an opportunity to be in this situation a little sooner, that you could have maybe produced those results, been a bigger thorn in the side of Ben Kelly, and maybe popped that bubble for him a little bit?
Yeah, I really think I could have. But there again, if I would have had this opportunity like 2 years ago, I don't think I was ready physically, mentally, whatever. It takes a lot just in every aspect, and I think I needed to grow up a bit and just learn the whole racing strategy, nutrition, fitness side a lot more. And I think I would have been more of a threat, but this year I think everything came aligned a lot better. And I mean, it kind of showed on Sunday. But yeah, I don't know. I think I just wasn't ready 2 years ago.
Not taking away from your talent at all, because you are loaded with talent. You've got speed, you've got ability, I mean, everything that you need. But I think the one thing, the edge that you might have over a lot of these people is you figured out the science of it. You're figuring out the science of nutrition and training. And that seems to be as much of the ticket to being competitive and winning, I think, is talent and just sheer determination anymore.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Randy hired us a new local trainer in town here, and he's actually a really smart guy. He was big into the USA Olympic cycling team, so he obviously has a lot of input and can give us advice on the biggest thing probably this winter was trying not to overtrain, because a lot of people just dig themselves into the ground, and then later in the year they're going to find themselves just, I guess, not in it anymore. But I think we played it smart, and we kind of peaked on Sunday, and we're going to try to peak every race. I'm only doing GCC, and I think that'll play a huge role at the end of the year, just being fresh each 3 hours.
I heard a rumor that the training in the off season has been going pretty good for you, to the point where you've frustrated other people that you've been training with, that they've gotten a little aggravated because you're just so fast on the Yamaha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the practice track, it's been good. I mean, I've kept pace with some really good riders, and it's just good on my mental side if I can keep pace or be faster than some of the top riders, I mean, in our circuit right now. So even though I didn't race, I rode with some good riders, and I knew coming into round 1 I was ready, and had a lot of confidence that way.
It almost put a bullseye on your back, and you go out there and you run solid top 10, you finish top 5 overall. I mean, that's pretty spectacular results. I mean, I know you were wanting to win the class, but were you even dreaming of what you were able to achieve?
I knew, so like the whole week I had this feeling that I would win, and I had the confidence to make it happen. And then race day is obviously different, but just to get top 5 is incredible, and to win my class by over a minute, I think it was like a minute and 20 seconds, was something surreal. But that just shows how strong I am right now with fitness wise. I think I pulled another 30 seconds to the last lap, and I know the competition is probably scratching their head right now and wondering what they can do, but I know we'll be a threat every race for sure.
If for nothing else, on physical fitness, right?
Yeah, I may not be talented, but I know I'll work them for sure.
I don't know. I think you're pretty talented, on top of being in great shape as well. Tell me a little bit about some of the not incidents, but some of the things, some of the training type days. I mean, anything special popping out in your mind, like that you, yeah.
Yeah, there's days. We have this Paris Mountain right down the road. There's days I gotta go climb that, and it's no easy feat. It takes 15 or 20 minutes to the top, so max heart rate. But I'll do that a couple times, so it's pretty grueling. And
on a mountain bike or a motorcycle?
On a road bike or like bicycle.
Yeah.
So it's no easy job.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I hear you're an animal on the bicycle, man. I mean,
yeah. I try. I mean, I think I'm a pretty good cyclist. Have pretty good base fitness, and I've kept up with some top XC1 riders cycling and stuff. So I think I'm realizing now that my fitness is there, and then once you realize that and your confidence comes, then the win was huge because it just put everything in perspective that I'm here and I can do it. So just gotta keep on,
What drives you to want to do this? I mean, to be so successful.
I just want to win the championship. That's been a goal of mine since I was younger. I entered the class pretty young, too young in my opinion, and ever since then I've wanted to win this XC2 championship and then future XC1. I think this year we have a really good shot, and just everyone, the whole Am-Pro Yamaha, deserves it just as much as I do, and they've won it with Josh Toth before, and that kind of gives me confidence as well, just knowing they've done it, and then I know I can do it. So, but yeah.
I know a few years ago you were making some pretty spectacular accomplishments, especially in your first days with the old team. Mm-hmm. And you'd come from nowhere, and by the time you reached a position where you were leading or battling for the lead or one of the top 3 spots in the class, we'd moved on in the race announcing to other things, and it's kind of like you were just getting shuffled to the back of the, mm-hmm. and not getting the publicity and not getting the accolades that you deserve. Was that a driving force for you in any way, shape, or form, or was it something that was kind of tearing you down a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it affected me too much, honestly. I'd rather be the underdog at the races than have all the hype. I'd rather just come in and show up to the race, win, and leave, honestly. But that's just who I am. I don't like the attention too much.
But you do realize that you're going to you've already gotten a lot of attention just making the switch to Am-Pro Yamaha, yeah. And you're going to be getting more after that win and after the top 5.
Yeah.
Are you feeling pressure yet, or are you just still on the high from the win?
No, honestly, I'm still on the high from the win. All the attention's fine. I think it's good just to gain more fans and show people kind of who I am, and if they follow me on social media and stuff. But it's good. This is kind of what I've dreamed of. I want to be on the top of the pedestal, and I want to be that guy. And I think we're getting there now.
Cool. Stick around. We'll find out how Mike Witkowski actually got here whenever 10 Seconds returns.
Did you know you can save up to 25% and receive free shipping on great AMSOIL products with their preferred customer program? AMSOIL also has special pricing arrangements and free shipping for commercial accounts such as trucking companies, loggers, landscapers, and businesses like yours. Or if you have a business and would like to begin selling AMSOIL products, you could qualify to participate in the AMSOIL Retail Account program. You could become an independent AMSOIL dealer and build and grow your own profitable businesses. For more information, call John Coffey, your full-service AMSOIL dealer, at 877-694-4763 and leave him a message.
B&R Motorsports Racing Engines and Suspension is a family-owned business with over 15 years' experience working on motorcycles, ATVs, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, and snowmobiles. B&R Motorsports strives to provide the best customer service, products, and prices. Check out their website at bnrmotorsports.com and find an extensive inventory of parts for the YZ450RX, the Raptor 125, the Can-Am, and Can-Am side-by-sides, wheels and parts, and shocks, shock parts, and springs, and more. That's bnrmotorsports.com. So
you ready for snowshoe this weekend, Brandon? Oh, yeah. Are you? That's cool. Stop, Billy. It's supposed to be pretty nasty this weekend up on Snowshoe Mountain. Stop it, Billy. I'm pretty pumped. Put the brakes on. DP brakes. Good enough to stop my ATV, his ATV, and hell, it'll even stop a Billy.
Welcome back to 10 Seconds. We're having a sit-down with Mike Witkowski here in the Am-Pro Yamaha garage at Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Base operations for Randy Hawkins and the team that he has ran out of here for many years. And, there's some pretty big names that's hung out in this garage right here, man. I mean, I'm sure as a kid you looked up to each and every one. Paul Webley, Jason Raines, Charlie Mullins was over here for a little while even, man. I mean, there's been a lot of names come through here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Paul Webley for sure. He's a multi-time champ for Am-Pro. And then Charlie, Josh Toth, a lot of good talent came out of here. And I think Randy runs a really good program, and it's proven in the past. And it's been good.
So, how did you get into GNCC? You're an Indiana boy, right?
Yeah, from Indiana. So we grew up just racing local stuff, and then I think it was year like 2012 or so, I tried a GNCC in the super mini class and ended up winning the youth overall. So then the following year, we chased the whole series. And then kind of just escalated from there, went to 250A and then XC2, and kind of how I am now, still in the XC2 class. But just my dad got me into it. All my brothers when we were young, and just took us racing just kind of for fun, and then started doing well. And then just chased the GNCCs. That was the main series for us. So yeah.
It just kind of evolved there for you, huh?
Yeah, we knew like the GNCC series was kind of the top of all the series. So,
what class did you enter in, you say?
When I first went in,
the
super mini, it was the second row. So I think it was like 12 or 13 class.
Yeah, so it'd be like the YXC2, super mini junior back then, I guess is what it'd be called. So really, I mean, that's kind of late to get in there. I mean, did you start excelling right off the bat, or?
Yeah, so the first race I did, I actually won. I actually won overall.
Really? Now, had you raced before that locally, I guess, a lot?
Yeah, so I used to do like the local Indiana series.
Okay, so you had some experience under your belt, quite a bit of experience as a youth racer.
For the local level, we had good talent, like Austin Lee was there.
Mm-hmm.
There were some other fast riders in my age group that I used to compete with. So like I'd gauge myself off Austin Lee because he would race all the GNCCs his whole mini career, and that was how we kind of made the step to GNCC.
Wow, that's pretty interesting, and how that all worked out. So you won the overall your first time?
Yeah, I knew Austin used to race the second row, and he'd usually win the overall mini class. So I remember it was Loretta Lynn's. It was his two-day race,
mm-hmm.
and I ended up showing up and winning that one. So that was pretty cool. And then that following year, we chased the series, and I won the championship in the Super Mini. I guess you'd call it the YXC2 class now. But yeah.
That's interesting. And then from there, did you spend much time in the youth ranks? Did you go through the Super Mini, the big, the
Yeah.
YXC1, I guess now?
I never went to the YXC1 class. I think after that, I actually just jumped to 250A and raced that for 2 years maybe. We did pretty well there. We got top amateurs here and there.
Yeah, you did a lot. Yeah, I was going to say you were in contention a lot too.
Yeah. There was always like really good competition. Like Trevor Bollinger was kind of in the A class then, so he was grabbing top amateurs. Then I think he moved out, and then I was grabbing a couple here and there. But yeah, and then just moved to XC2 when I was 16. I think it was too young. I wasn't ready yet. But it was so much of a learning.
How old are you now?
21.
21. So this is your 5th year in the XC2 class?
Yep. So this is, I need to make it happen now. Pretty much.
Time to make it happen.
Yeah.
So do you think this could be, I mean, is this going to be your last year in the XC2 class? Or are you going to, like, if you win the championship, you're going to stick around and defend the title? Or are you going to go on up to XC1? I mean, what's...
So it's basically like a 3-year plan. This year, the goal is to win the XC2 championship, then defend it next year, and then move to XC1. So we have a 3-year plan, and hopefully it all goes to plan, and we can run the number 1 plate eventually in XC2.
That would be pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what other things you got going on? I mean, is motorcycle racing the only thing that you do?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a full-time gig, and then just fun stuff, whatever we can come across.
You know, you say fun stuff, and that's cool. And I wonder what is fun. You seem like such a clean-cut little, like cookie cutter. This is the, I mean, and you are. I mean, you are exactly that. I mean, and you're the perfect poster boy for Yamaha, you know, and that's what they want. What does somebody like you do for fun?
Honestly, I probably need to have more fun here and there, because what I do for fun is probably like mountain biking or cycling, so it's like fitness stuff.
No jumping off cliffs or doing anything crazy like that?
Nothing wild, but...
you haven't got a four-wheel drive. You haven't turned into... You're from Indiana. You ought to have some Hoosier in you and be able to go out and stick it in a mud hole someplace.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to get my truck and stuff dirty. A little OCD for that, but... yeah, I mean, just hanging out with my girlfriend or something, or just, I don't know, doing local stuff. Not too crazy.
What's the camaraderie like with you and Lane? I mean, I'm sure you guys have passed and knew each other, but you've never had this opportunity to be this close and to work together, actually.
Yeah, it's good to have Lane on the team and to learn off him. He's obviously in the XC1 class, so he has a lot of experience, and he's been in the XC2, so he knows how to win, and he's been there, done that, and I just want to learn off him, and any advice he gives, I'm willing to take it, but yeah, it's just good. I think this week we're in a ride together, so just I know he's a fast rider, so anyone I can practice with just to gain speed here and there is awesome.
What was the race like after this weekend? I know I'm bouncing around a lot on you, but I'm just wondering, what was the race like afterwards this weekend? What was the race conversation with Randy like? I mean, did he have a lot to say after that one?
Yeah, he was definitely stoked. I think he kind of expected me to win, so it wasn't like a surprise maybe. But yeah, he was stoked. I know he wants to win, and he expects it, so it wasn't too crazy. But we definitely were excited. We celebrated and had fun.
Good. And you, like you said, you're still on that high, so you're not necessarily feeling any pressure yet. But do you have a game plan to deal with that over the next couple of weeks? Yeah,
definitely. Just don't do anything crazy. Just do what I did before the first round. Stick to the plan. Stay calm, and we have 12 more races from here, and it's a long season. You can't win it the first race, so yeah, we're just gonna stick to the plan and hammer it out and try to get race wins.
Cool. Anything else that you want to add today? Anything that on your mind that you might want to put out there for the folks?
Yeah, just want to thank just the whole Am-Pro Yamaha team for bringing me on board and kind of believing in me, and just having faith, and it's just gonna be a good year, and hope to land on top of the box every race. So yeah.
Thanks for being here with me. I know you had to wait around a little bit today for me to get here, but thanks for waiting around, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming out and doing this with us. It's been good.
That's Mike Witkowski. This is 10 Seconds.